Hello everyone and welcome back to more StephenPlays Magic Duels. On the last episode, we snuck into a camp and got some intel, including some very disturbing intel. You'll have to watch the end of last episode to figure out what that was. Today we are finishing up, or at least attempting to finish it up. After 2 years of training, you've learned the truth. Al-Hamaret has been using you as a go-between, selling intel to both sides and wiping your memories regularly. He's even concealed your nature as a planeswalker. When you confront him, the Sphinx unleashes a devastating psychic attack. We've been played. Someone has been taking advantage of us. Sphinxes are amazing magic users. But are they going to be able to deal with Jace, who is a planeswalker? He's known it his entire life. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just realizing it, but it doesn't matter. We've got amazing magic on our side. He does too. It's going to be a tough fight, but if we win, we can get 50 coins, which would help us afford booster packs. So I hope that I hope that we can take this guy out. Mind games. Al-Hamaret is too tough to defeat in physical combat. Exhaust his mental resources by making him draw from an empty library, and you win no matter what his life total is. Game, I appreciate that, but we already won one match in his story arc that way, and it was fantastic. It was so much fun. Opponent plays first. Okay, cancel Phantom Warrior. Jace's Phantom. So it actually shows that he starts with 40 life, which is not even fair. Not even remotely fair. That really sucks. We have 2 Jace's Phantasm, but we really want those Sphinx's tutelages. I'm going to draw a new hand. Did we get one? We got one. We also got this. This is new. Mindseeker, a 4/4 flyer. When Jace's Mindseeker enters the battlefield, target opponent puts the top 5 cards of his or her library onto the graveyard. You may cast an instant or sorcery card from among them without paying its cost. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. So we got to build up to some stuff, but I'm going to keep this hand. I wanted a tutelage. It's going to help us. If we can get some more, that'd be great, but I'm not willing to go down to 6 cards. We also do not play first. I don't know if the game ever explained that, but whoever goes first, like in a real game of Magic, you roll a die, you decide who's going first, you may do a coin flip. Whoever wins the coin flip decides if they want to go first or second. If they go first, they don't get to draw a card on their first turn. So it could be an advantage or disadvantage, it really depends on what you want to do. So because he went first, he didn't draw a card, he just has 7. But we went second, so we got to draw a card, so we have 8 cards to choose from. We're going to put an island in. Go to the attack step, which obviously is not going to happen. I'm really curious to see what this guy has. This could be a very tough battle. I'm a little worried. I also don't really believe that we couldn't kill him, if I'm honest. Also, we just drew a second tutelage, so this match is going to go very well. So glad that we drew that. If we could get even more, that'd be better, but we'll see what happens. We could also use an Azure Mage to draw cards at will, but we'll see. Fogbank, a 0/2 flying defender creature. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by Fogbank. Oh, great. Great. He's going to stall. That's going to be his sole thing. I don't even know if he's going to try to kill me. He might. But that's what his shtick is going to be. So we can play tutelage now, and we're going to get tutelage out there. Attack. End. Great. So this is interesting. This is really interesting because even if we had our 5/5 flying dragon, our phantasmal dragon out there, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be able to hit him, which is unfortunate. It also tells me that I shouldn't even bother playing phantasmal dragon. I should get the other tutelage in. I got to be a little careful. He's got 4 mana. He's got a handful of cards. He could cancel this enchantment. Will he? I don't know, but that would be bad. Maybe we should get the dragon in instead. Wait till he's got less mana available. And I feel safer to play tutelage. I really want tutelage in there. I'm playing the dragon. You canceling? I am so glad I didn't play the tutelage. He was going to cancel it, and he did. So he countered it unless I can pay X, where X is 1. Obviously, I can't afford it. It's okay. So I lose out on the dragon. But that means that he's lost a counterspell, and I did not lose tutelage, because if tutelage would have went to the graveyard, it would have been a heck of a hard time getting it back. I think the only card I have to deal with that in my deck that I know of is the one that shuffles it back into the library. Bell Tower Sphinx is a 2/5 flyer. Whenever a source deals damage to Bell Tower Sphinx, that source's controller puts that many cards, blah, blah, blah. We've seen this card before. It looks like he is going to try to mill us. Your turn. Okay, so tutelage activates, he loses 2 cards. Put in an island. All of his mana is tapped. Can you say tutelage number 2? So here it comes. Can't do anything else, but we don't really need to. He's going to probably start swinging at us with that 2, which is unfortunate, but we don't really have a choice. I wanted to get that tutelage in, so he's coming in with 2 damage. Next turn, I'll be able to put the 3/3 flyer in. Damage. Okay. Our turn. Now he's playing something else. He's playing Trauma... Oh, God. I know what Traumatize is. Is that why I seem traumatized? Traumatized. Target player puts the top half of his or her library rounded down into the graveyard. That would be a great card if I had it right now. For him. He's traumatizing me, which means 24 of my cards go into the graveyard. You know what would be great is if I had that one card that lets me do the thing that really sucks for him, where it takes all of my graveyard and shuffles it back into my deck. That would be sweet. I do not have that, though. He only has 1 card. I could put this in to defend myself, but this is a 4/4 flyer, so it's even better, and he would have to mill 5 cards, and I get to cast an instant or sorcery from among them. That could be very helpful. Let's put this guy in. Here it comes. You doing anything? You have a response? Of course you don't. You get to mill, 5 cards, and I can play Unsummon. Which I guess I will? It's the only card of these that I can play. So I will unsummon. And I guess I can unsummon his Bell Tower Sphinx. See, I could unsummon this, but I still can't swing. At least if I unsummon his Bell Tower Sphinx, it costs more, so he has to pay even more to get rid of to put it back in. So I'm gonna unsummon that. Great card. That creature I just got. Great card. And I got another one I can play too. I have no way to cancel his spells now, but that's alright. I'm not too concerned. I am gonna mill this son of a gun. You can traumatize me all you want. Doesn't matter. Bell Tower Sphinx is coming back in. Not a problem. My turn. He gets hit with this twice. Mills 4 cards. I just got another tutelage. So what I'm going to do, because I am not going to swing at him with my 4/4. 4/4 is there just to block. My plan is 100% completely to mill him. I am going to... I think I'm going to tutelage him again. It's going to speed up this process. It'll also allow me to save 3 to cancel a spell in case he tries to cancel mine. So tutelage on its way. You have a response. No response. Go into attack, not attacking. I'm not going to kill him. He's got too much health, and I don't have enough ways to damage him. What you gonna do, buddy? Attacking? He is swinging for 2. Which is a little weird. Why is he swinging for 2? Whenever a source deals damage to... that must be why. Because right now, I could block with my 4/4. Neither of us kill each other. The only thing that happens is that he is now tapped, and he can't block me next turn. However, because of this card's ability that says whenever I deal damage to him, that source's controller puts that many cards, that means if I block with my 4/4, I would essentially be doing 4 damage to him, which means I would have to mill 4 of my own cards. I'm not playing your dirty tricks. I see what you're doing. I'm not blocking. I'll take the 2 damage. I have 18 life. I don't care. No blocking. 2 damage. Alright. I see your stupid little game. Our turn. This activates 3 times 6 cards. That is nasty. That is really nasty. He has got 3 cards in hand. And 7 untapped mana. Which is extremely frightening. Okay, I really would love to get this in here. Milling 5 more cards and then casting a free instant would be stellar. But I am very worried that he has got a counterspell. And if I pay this, I'm not going to have anything to counter with. So I think it's probably best if I just bide my time. He's being milled pretty badly, so I'm okay. Let's continue. We're going to skip our attack phase. It's asking me to play this card, but I just don't... I gotta trust my instincts here. Gonna pass turn to him instead. He's got another island and 8 land. Declaring attacker, of course. I am not gonna block. I'm not falling for this. I'm not milling myself. Sorry. Skip blocking. I take 2 damage and go to 14. Alright. Main, he is playing something. He's playing a Vision Skynes. Each player draws 2 cards. Oh my god. Oh my god. He just killed himself. You guys realize that, right? Every time I draw a card, he mills 6, which means he just made himself mill 12 cards. He just killed himself. Oh my god. That's amazing. That was really stupid. Why did you do that? You have no deck. This is incredible. Also, on your end step, I'll activate this because I can. Draw a card and discard a card. You idiot. Oh my god, you idiot. You are so dumb. What will I discard? I don't need any of this crap now. I'll discard this. Oh yeah, draw a card and discard a card. So you actually have to essentially discard, or you have to mill 6 more cards, which you can't even do. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow, that was... I mean, you were screwed anyway, but it's really funny. Oh my god. So he's getting milled, and while that happens, man, this is great. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can just continue. I actually, what I would like to do is put this in. Oh, counter target creature spell. Okay, actually, oh, this is great. This is really great. I'm going to show you guys how the stack works. I was not sure if the game would give me an opportunity to show you how it works, but this is my chance to show you how probably one of my favorite elements of Magic the Gathering works, because this is awesome. So here's the deal. Right now, I am trying to play a spell, correct? I'm in my main phase. It's a creature spell. It is the Azure Mage. I'm playing that spell. In response to that spell that I'm trying to play, the opponent has cast Essence Scatter, which is an instant counter target creature spell, right? So how this works is Magic the Gathering works on a stack system. So right now I'm trying to cast Azure Mage. Azure Mage is on the bottom of the stack. Whenever you respond to a card being played with another card, like an instant or an ability, that is now on top of the stack. And the stack, you go through the stack from top down. So check this out. Right now, if I leave this right as it is, the card on top of the stack is going to be Essence Scatter. It's going to counter my target creature spell, and that's that. Let me show you how deep the stack goes. I'm going to stop the timer and cancel that Essence Scatter, which is amazing. So now I'm going to play this on top of Essence Scatter, which means that the new card on top of the stack is Cancel. So if he has no responses to that, which he may, maybe the stack will get even bigger. There is no limit to the stack. If he has no responses to that, Cancel activates first, which means Cancel gets rid of Essence Scatter, which means Essence Scatter never existed, which means my Azure Maid comes into the battlefield. It is one of the coolest things about Magic. It's there's so many times where it will be the difference between life and death, or just really seeing amazing things happen. So I'm going to cancel this spell. I kind of hope he has something to play. He probably doesn't. So that cancels Essence Scatter. It never existed, and Azure Mage comes in. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, but, you know, it's still cool. I'm going to go ahead and play this because I can. He already lost. I'm so happy I got a chance to show off the stack. I didn't know if the game was going to do that or not. I can attack. It doesn't matter. Skip attack. And he loses. Man. Yeah, the stack is super sweet. Super, super sweet. And it's probably one of my favorite elements of Magic the Gathering. Sorry, Alhamaret. You're a planeswalker, Harry. Very, very cool. Gideon's spark has been ignited and Jace wins. Your duel with Alhamaret shatters both of your minds. In the process, your Planeswalker Spark ignites, sending you to the plane of Ravnica and leaving precious few fragments of your memory intact. As you reassemble your identity, you come to see this plane-spanning city as a place you can finally call home. Awesome. And that is it. That is it, my friends. We have accomplished it. We have beaten Jace's story arc. Got to show off a lot of really cool elements of Magic in the process. Really, really thrilled we got to show off the stack effectively. Cool stuff. That means that next episode, we will be moving on to Liliana Vess, who is a black mage, and who is the ruler of darkness and graveyards and terrible things. And we'll get a chance to start on her campaign next time. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time for more StephenPlays Magic Duels.